Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classic Climb blog. I'm kind of out on location, which is kind of Round Rock. I'm here with Ryan McCreary, and I was going to get him to follow up on his conversation yesterday on how to increase your net worth. So if you hear me pause in and out, I'll be just cutting the volume some. So Ryan, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing, Erica?
Hey, can you go ahead and backtrack for us and tell us what you said on your post that got so much attention yesterday?
Sure. So I put a post up saying, I think it was like the median net worth for a single black female is $5, and the median net worth for a single white female is $50,000. And that's all I said. I didn't say that's good or bad. I didn't even really put where I found it. I think I read it online, seen another a couple other people mention it. So I really just put that in itself. Like it was really shocking to me. I really wanted to just create dialogue, saying like, what do we own? How much are we worth as a people? What does net worth actually mean? And got a lot of outreach from that. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, we're so educated and we make six figures." And I was trying to explain to people net worth has really nothing to do with the degree. It really has nothing to do with how much income you have, how high your salary is. Net worth is what you own, whether it's a house, whether it's stocks, whether it's a business, whether it's other investments such as a mutual fund or, real estate. So I really put that post up and I got like 300 comments, like 30 shares. People kind of attacked me a little bit. But, I really just wanted to spark dialogue and I don't even know if the quote of the statistic is 100% accurate, but I do think there's some validity to it. And I think this could be a moment to teach people, number one, what net worth is, because a lot of people that commented don't even know what net worth is, which I think is a problem. And another thing, if you do know what it is, and you have a low net worth or high net worth, and you want to increase it, let's talk about ways we can increase it. So I'm glad you reached out to me, gave me the opportunity to present on your channel, that just help people try to increase their net worth and try to, really start thinking about wealth. We need to think about wealth. It's not about a job. It's not about a degree. It's about wealth. It's about what you own. How does your money work for you? What investments do you own? What real estate do you have? Do you have land? Do you have, buildings? Do you have a business? Are you working a job? It's really hard to build wealth working a job. So a lot of people just need to have that entrepreneur mindset and that wealth building mindset. So I'm glad you brought me on to just talk about this and try to shed some light on the situation.
So yesterday I tried to give the guys the basic conversation is all of your assets minus all your liabilities, right? And so I think they got lost in the sauce of what you were saying. So if you can give examples for the audience, what are things that could increase their asset category? I think that'd be great.
So yeah, on the asset category, it could be your home. The price of your home if you own a home, the price of that property, what your business is worth if you own a business or you have equity in another company, what your share is, or calculate how much equity you have in a certain company or your own company if you own a company. And it's also investments. Investments can be a broad range of things. That could actually just be cash in the bank. If you say, "Oh, well, I made six figures," oh, but do you have 100,000 in the bank? If you have 100,000 in the bank, that can be calculated as an asset. If you have a retirement account, a 401k for your job, or a thrift savings plan, a 457, 403b, that whatever that account is worth can be considered an asset. If you have, let's say, a 529 plan, college savings account for your children or yourself, that can be calculated as an asset. Just owning shares of stock, whether in a regular taxable account, that could be considered an asset. If you have joint accounts with your spouse, that can be considered an asset. Annuity, that can be considered an asset. So it's kind of made, I guess, maybe three main things, which would be property, real estate, what's that worth, business or equity in another company, what's that worth, and just your investment portfolio as a whole. I'm not sure. I mean, they may count like personal possessions, like a car or like a boat or stuff like that, as assets as well. But it's generally, things that or assets that make you more money. Something that appreciates with value. So that's usually what's considered on the asset uh, side of your balance sheet. Those are usually what are considered assets.
So one of the things I was suggesting for people to do is go get the SBA loan financial statement form, so they can actually see the categories and kind of see if they have anything to fill those categories. I'd actually encourage them to actually fill it out for themselves so they can get a kind of a stance where they are at, right?
Absolutely.
So before they're getting angry with you, I think that'd be a great document for you to provide today, because I think we have about 22 viewers on, or maybe I'm sending them on, but about 22 viewers on. So just to say that before this gets posted on the other site, I think that's a great place to start.
Absolutely.
Before we get, because at least you know where you are, right? Because I said the other day, if there's a woman on there watching and she owns a house and has student loan debt and a new car, hey, we're not having this conversation with her till 5 or 6, 7 years later, right? Because
Exactly.
honestly, she's in a pay down mode, so it's a different conversation.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Uh,
oh, go ahead.
but
No, I mean, what I was going to say is like I'm the first one to say
no,
my net worth is negative. It's negative because I still owe student loans. I'm a millennial, just like most millennials. They have a lot of student loan debt. So I'm about 30, 35, 40,000 worth of student loan debt. So I do have investments. I do have some assets with stock market assets or business. I don't own any real estate yet. So that may be a couple thousand, 5, 10,000 on the asset side. But on the debt side, I still owe at least 30,000 student loan debt. So my net worth currently is negative, but that doesn't mean it'll stay negative. My goal is to press forward, for the future within the next 5, 10 years. Definitely want to be on the plus side. My plan, I want to be a millionaire. So I don't care that my net worth is negative currently. I'm building for the future.
hey, we got a few people asking you, can you increase your volume when you talk on your side? I know I'm muting on my side because of noise, but they just want you to speak a little bit louder. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Yes, absolutely. Can you guys hear me better now? Can you guys hear me better? Hopefully you can.
Yes, I'm giving you random thumbs up because of noise behind me, so I'm just giving you that in the background.
Okay. Great.
Okay, so I want you to, I'm wearing one of the shirts you guys provide down there, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Um, Definitely go ahead and touch on those t-shirts and the black market exchange group you guys are either working with or a part of.
Absolutely. Yeah, I work with that. It's run by a brother named Eric Patrick. I think he's in Texas as well. I think he lives in Dallas. So yeah, I mean, he just is creating awareness of the importance of investing in the stock market. So he has the stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, dividends, T-shirt. Those are all assets. So if someone invested in that, that would be considered an asset. Um, so yeah, I mean, he has that. So he has that shirt. He has another shirt called I think it's all about the dividend. Um, so yeah, I mean, I work with him. That is his company. But we partner a lot. We have the same vision on the importance of building wealth through the stock market. So I mean, he's really just creating awareness and trying to show people it's really not hard to invest. It's not hard at all to invest. If he's doing that with the t-shirts and paraphernalia, just so you can wear it. Because when I wear that t-shirt, I have guys that come to me and say, "Oh, I love that shirt." Normally, people that are in the industry, they're like, "Oh, I love that shirt. Where'd you get it from? I work for so and so. What do you do? You must be in the industry if you wear that shirt." Half the people I know don't even know what these things are. So I mean, I love that he's putting these on, and these t-shirts are so dope. I just love what he's doing, and I love him creating awareness about this and actually being able to wear what we speak about.
For sure, he's in Dallas, so he probably has more people know what they're talking about, depending on what area of town he's in. And I'm over in Austin, so it's a techie town. So there's some people, there's a lot of finance here as well, real estate and finance. So people know what it usually is. Um, what I noticed about your what I noticed about some of your posts talks about ownership. I know you also know Andre Hatchett, Owner Be Owned,
No,
Mr. Owner Be
definitely. Yep.
Owned. Um,
Absolutely.
what are one of the ways? Now, I always talk about on my channel usually tax liens, Prosper, Lending Club. Those are just easy ones for me to talk about with people because it's something I do, something I've done with my uncles and my mom in North Carolina, and it's just easier for me to talk about it. But you guys seem to really like stocks, so I know you're recommending the Robinhood app and the Acorns app. So you want to talk a little bit more on that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, because what I argue when it comes to like passive income, like real estate or stock market, I mean, I would argue that getting investing in the stock market and buying stocks is probably the easiest way to get into passive income. With real estate, you may not have enough capital, you may need to get a mortgage, you may not have good credit. When you're buying stocks, they don't check your credit. They're not really worried about that. And an easy way now with apps and technology, the Robinhood and the Acorns app make it just so easy to invest. You literally can take 5 minutes of your time, get the Acorns app, sign up on it, link your bank account, and put money in, and it doesn't require a lot of capital. Minimum, I think, is like $5 to start investing. So there's really no excuse to take 5 minutes of your time and save $5 and start investing. And also with the Acorns app, your card, your debit or credit card purchases, the extra change that you don't spend will be automatically invested into your investment account. So I'm just real big on the technology, how easy it is, how little capital you need for it. So you can of course open another brokerage account and do it that way, but the Acorns and Robert app make it just so easy and not a lot of capital. That's what I love about it.
So this week at South by Southwest, we saw a display for another app called Stash. It's like stash your cash, like you put $5 away a week, or buy fractional shares. So it was a really cool thing at the Interactive. But what I was telling people usually from this channel is I learned stocks at East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina, and our teacher actually taught us. But what was funny is he taught us some bad things. He taught us penny stock stuff too, which is kind of funny. And it was like right before the crash. So we learned good and bad things. But so long term, I've always just been like, let's stick with monthly dividend stocks. Let's stick with long term and longer thinking. And a lot of people at that class end up buying a house in that community because at the time North Carolina had homeowners down payment assistance. They were students, but they would also get these $10,000 refund checks and buy homes. I mean, it was craziness. But it was very one of the best personal finance classes, and he taught 2 more economics classes in our business degree department. So that kind of helped get all this started. But I think one of the biggest things people can see out of this is I'll attach it in the links below, the SBA form, for them to kind of get an ideal, but also for them to grab. There's a couple books I wanted to recommend today. Was The Alternative Investor, good one. The 16% Solution, I've been talking about that a lot. Is there any books you can think of you'd like to recommend to the audience to kind of improve or have questions about their net worth?
About net worth specifically, I don't know. I mean, I definitely know some stock books. There's a book called A Random Walk Down Wall Street. That's a great book when you talk about buying stocks because it talks about really, people always think, I don't know what stock to pick. I don't know if I can pick the right one or what should I do. With that book, it really breaks down that you really don't have to be an expert. You really just want to be diversified and think for the long term. So if you're just, pick multiple, just different stocks on a consistent basis over the long term, you're almost guaranteed to build wealth. So Random Walk Down Wall Street is a great book. Just can't think of any. I mean, of course, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I love that. I think that's a good start. If you know nothing about net worth, nothing about ownership and assets, I think a great place to start would be Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
So, you guys, this was going to be a short video because me and Brian are going to do a series of videos in the next coming weeks talking about entrepreneurship, the t-shirt company, just different things that he's been doing. And I'll try to keep you guys up. As you know, I have a painting company, but I don't paint. I have guys that go knock doors. It makes it easy. I handle the customer service side. Yeah, like I don't have any of those skills. So I think it's important for us into the next week coming along. We'll try to do these at least once a week or once every other week, so you guys can kind of see some of the conversation. But
absolutely, yeah.
I want to thank you for your time for sure. Shout out your company and where they can find you at.
Oh yeah, thank you. My company is McCrary Financial Solutions LLC. You can go to McCraryFinancialSolutions.com. Yeah, I mean, that's my URL. You can also find me on YouTube. I have a channel. I just started. You can just type in my name, Ryan McCrary. I'll come up. I have about 18 videos so far. So I'm really trying to boost my channel, get my subscribers up, and definitely find me on Facebook. The easiest place to find me is on Facebook. So search by my name, Ryan McCrary, or you go to my business page on Facebook, McCrary Financial Solutions LLC. And again, my website is www.mccraryfinancialsolutions.com.
Hey, everybody who's my regular watchers, today out of location. But definitely we're gonna have him back on. We're gonna put below his links, and the services he provides, because I think it's important for you guys to do business with great people. So everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I will definitely check you guys later. Ryan, please exit out for our audience. Tell the audience bye.
I will be back.